Hi. Hi. You thought I was gonna do it again forever, didn't you? I wasn't. Listen, I'm here to give you a fair warning, right? I'm a nice guy, look at me. I am the embodiment of human goodness. If you knew me in real life, you would instantly not believe that. But either way, I'm here to give you guys a fair warning. Because look, there have been some YouTube videos out there from content creators that I watched, and a lot of people saying in the comments as well, don't do the summon rush. Now, the reason people don't want to do the summon rush is because it's a 10x, and 10x's suck fucking ass, right? We all know that, for sure. We want to save for 2x's, 100%. Now, here's the thing. If we go here, shut up game, Jesus Christ. If we go here, wherever the hell it is, okay, it's right here. So basically what people are saying is all the rares are the same, right? It's like 4 copies of the same rares. Which means that if you get either one of these epics up here, you can then pick and choose specifically 4 different events and tournaments to not participate in because you're not going to need 4 copies of the rares. Which means that if you do the champion training thing at the end, which is by the way, it's day 25 to day 29, which is the absolute worst. That's in the middle of the fucking holidays, and if you have a family or people you love, unlike me, you're gonna be busy with it. So it's already a risky bet because of that. First off, you're probably gonna be busy at the end of the year. The second thing I'm gonna highlight to you, and it's probably the most important thing, is you're not gonna be doing the summon rush for Misericord, right? That means you're gonna have to do her champion training tournament, which goes from the 21 to the 24 and basically chains together with the champion training to get the epic, which is 25 to 29, meaning you're going to be drained of your mystery shards and a bunch of energy right before you have to hit some crazy high number to be able to get the epic. And that's made even worse if you're going to skip the champion chase. I'm seeing a lot of people just saying, oh, I'm just going to skip the summon rush and champion chase, because basically we have 2 champion chases which are the same date, it's the same tournament, but there's going to be 2 epics in there. There's going to be the Castigator and the Ordinator. So people are like, oh, I'm just going to skip Summon Rush and Champion Chase. If you do that, you are even more fucked because you're going to have to do the Fire Knight tournament, which is going to be running alongside that big Champion Training tournament to get your epic after you've already spent a bunch of mystery shards and energy on the previous Champion Training that was literally a day before. And isn't doing it normally just worse, I hear you ask? Because then you just have to do everything anyway, and then you're going to have to do both champion trainings anyway. Actually, no, because here's the thing. If you're doing it normally, you're only going for the rares. You're not going to have to hit this crazy high number, which is definitely going to be a crazy high number. Like, nobody's saying this. This is what I'm here to warn you about. Nobody's talking about the fact that to get this Masamoto guy here, on the champion training event, you're probably going to have to hit 14k points and above, which is usually champion training events. They usually go all the way up to 14k, which is where you get the legendary book. Now I know that because I have a video on it. It's where I farm my legendary books as a free to play. I constantly go all the way to the end of champion training event to get myself the legendary book. It's the free to play grind, right? So it's going to be a crazy high amount of points. Whereas if you're just going for the rares, it's basically going to be halfway. The rare is going to be at the halfway point compared to the epic. So instead of having to do the champion training for Misericord only to have to get the rare, and then doing the champion training for Castigator only to have to also get the rare, you're going to have to do this one to half, and the Masamoto one, the next one, to full. That is an insane difference in the amount of resources that you're going to need, again, for the turn time, which is basically mystery shards and your energy. Now I'm going to make you guys a counter offer. If you're confident that you're going to have mystery shards and energy to do both things, I will at least tell you to not skip champion chase, okay? Look, a counter offer to you guys. Go ahead, skip the summon rush. I'm probably going to do the same, but here's the route that I'm going to take. I'm not going to skip the champion chase tournament. You know what? You want to know why? Because if I don't skip the chase tournament, I need my champions. First off, I have a bunch of champions waiting to be summoned that I want to add to my account, so I'm done hoarding. I need my Drex, like, pronto for Hydra. So first off, I want my champions. By not skipping champion chase, I'll get the champions that I'm in need of, and I get to skip Fire Knight. Now things get a lot different, right? You're not gonna have to worry about doing Fire Knight together with that big champion training event after doing a champion training tournament, literally a couple days before. So being able to eliminate the Fire Knight tournament from one of your ordinators is gonna help you a ton to actually be able to get the epic. Because basically the way this works is by getting one of the epics, you're able to choose one thing for each of these rares to skip. So what I'm suggesting to you, do the champion chase and then skip Fire Knight for Ordinator so you can have way more energy to get the Masamoto epic. And that way you're also going to be doing the champion chase for the Castigator, which means that you don't actually have to do Ice Golem. Now sadly for me, I already did Ice Golem, but you see what I'm saying? If you do the champion chase, you can instead skip the Ice Golem which nobody wants to do because nobody likes the gear. And then of course, keep in mind, if you're gonna skip Ice Golem, you're basically gonna be skipping this Dungeon Divers event up here, which is the 16 to 20, right? Because they match up. So that means that for the itinerant copies, you're gonna have to do all these three things. Artifact Enhancement, Spider, and Classic Arena, which is absolutely fine. You want to do the Spider for sure. We want the accessories, right? It's going to be a 2x raid, so people are going to want to do it anyways. And then for this Dragon Tournament here for the Misery Cord, it's going to coincide with the Dungeon Divers event. You guys should wait, right? 21 to 25. You're already going to be able to progress a lot of it by doing Misery Cord champion training. And then you should wait until the 23 to start your dragon, if at all possible, unless you're going to be busy, like I said, in the year holidays, right? The whole thing is kind of sketchy anyways. But that's about it for the video. What I'm here to warn you guys about is that doing it normally is gonna take way less mystery shards and energy than doing this champion training that runs from 21 to 24, and then doing this one all the way up to be able to get the epic. And if you're gonna skip the champion chase, dude, I think that's suicide. I think that's borderline suicide. You're gonna get to the end and they're not gonna be able to get the fusion, and you're gonna be mad as fuck, which is exactly what I'm here trying to prevent. So if you are gonna go for the double champion training effort, at the very least, I ask you to do the champion chase, because then you can take Fire Knight out of the way. And this champion event right here from the Castigator is the same one as the Epic, just FYI. So you can't skip that one either. So basically what I'm saying is, unless you have a bunch of these resources saved, like I saved a bunch of energy, right? I have 6k, so I can easily go for it, that's why I'm not worried. But at the very least, you should do the champion chases, otherwise it's going to be way harder for you. So this has been the video. I'm just here to warn you guys, be very careful about this whole hype train that everybody's jumping into, where they're, skipping the summon rush and saying that it's all going to be easy, and then be careful, you don't want to get to the end and not be able to get the fusion after having done most of it. It is absolutely way harder to do this champion training and then do the other one to the fullest, instead of just doing the fusion normally, which is doing both champion trainings normally without having to hit some crazy high number on the last one. So that's been pretty much it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You can leave feedback in the comments, blah, blah, blah. There's going to be some other videos over here, and if you want to subscribe, I'd appreciate it.